Hello, dear friends, and hello to everyone across the world, especially from Pakistan, India, China, Japan, USA, and all the beautiful countries. We are happy to connect with each one of you. And dear friends, today our special guest is a person with lots of positivity and lots of beautiful thoughts, very innovative and full of energy. She would love to give her best on the professional front. She's coming from the educational background, and she loves to contribute to every child she comes in contact with. And that is the power of a teacher, and that is the power of a person who wants to change the world. And today let's welcome our special guest, Mrs. Zubeda Shabbir. Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation.
Most welcome, and it's my pleasure.
Thank you, ma'am, and welcome to the International Fabtalks show.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, dear. Yes, ma'am, before we ask any other question, the first question that I'd like to share with you and ask you to give your insight and would like you to introduce yourself. Before I can do that, let me officially introduce you to our guest. I thought I could ask you to do it, but I will do that, ma'am, as we usually do that. So I'd like to introduce our special guest officially. She has completed a BA in psychology and English literature. She's completed a diploma in early years education and applied psychology. She has been associated with early years education past 15 years. And she has also worked in Dubai as an educator and an academic coordinator with top-notch British schools. She also has an experience of working as an expert in early years curriculum development in India. I repeat that she also has an experience of working as an expert in early years curriculum development in India. And she has also worked in Kuwait closely with the Montessori curriculum. Besides this, she has launched her own online tutoring and coaching center. You could say it's coaching academy called as Study Point during the COVID, and it has helped many students, thousands of students. And we have very good reviews coming from the Study Point, ex-students who have already been there with her. And they have shared lots of positivity of how ma'am takes care of her students. Like it's a one-to-one special coaching, or it's one-to-one, helping and guiding, and above all, mentoring them, being a great mentor. And this started during the COVID, and still it is continuing till date. Ma'am is still the head of this beautiful Study Point Academy. And I'd like to say that she is the proud and successful owner of the Study Point Academy. Very nice, ma'am. That's nice to know.
Thank you so much.
Yes, dear. Presently, she is learning and developing her skills in counseling, life coaching, and mentoring through Emocare's advanced diploma coaching. Zubeda has contributed a lot, 15 plus years to her career, and is still aspiring to grow, learn, and I admire her. Our team admires her for one of the gift that she has, the gift of talking, sharing, the gift of boldly questioning, clearing her doubts. Just as Socrates said, if you have any questions, do ask them. Don't keep them in your mind. So we like Zubeda, ma'am, because she has the ability to question, ask the right questions, and of course, wait for the right answers. And that's what makes her special to us.
Thank you so much for all the lovely words that you've spoken on my behalf for me. Thank you so much.
Most welcome, dear. You are, you deserve all of that. You deserve that praise and admiration.
Thank you.
Yes, dear. Ma'am, now I'd like to, put up our first question for you on this interview show. The first question is, how would you define yourself? Who is Mrs. Zubeda Shabbir? How would you explain that?
When you ask me to define myself, there is this one phrase or there's this one word I get for myself, and that is that I am an iron lady. The reason I say this is because, I have been through various stages of my life, various phases of my life, wherein, it was easy for me to give up. It was easy for me to sit and cry. or ponder on, what I could have done, or what should I have done. But then I didn't. I never gave up on my, situation, on multiple things that were happening in my life. And I stood by them, and I was strong enough to face them, to face those challenges, and also come out of them with victory. So therefore, I believe, with that strong and powerful personality of mine, I feel that I am an Iron Lady.
Yes, we too, appreciate you in what you are now, how you're self-made. We appreciate the strength in you, we appreciate the courage you have, and definitely you are an Iron Lady. And we love you for that, and we learn a lot. And especially me and my team, we just have a lot. We are in awe when you question us. Wow, who is Zubeda and how does she question? She has, so many questions in her mind, and those questions are really thought-provoking. तो मजबूर हो जाते हैं कि भाई हम लोग रेडी हो जाए. Zubeda is coming now. She is going to ask us questions. We are going to be really attentive. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, dear. That's really nice. So when you ask questions, people become alert. And that's how Madam trains her students in the Study Point Academy to question and to, develop skills, just not to by heart, just to question. If you have a doubt, ask questions. So that's the skill our special guest has today. Yes, dear. How do you manage stress and de-stress if at all you're on the professional front? How do you manage and balance your stress?
Stress is a very normal part when you are at your workplace or when you're working. When things are out of control, things can get unmanageable. There can be pressurizing situations at all times. But in most of the situations, when I'm not able to get certain solutions, then I have an inner talk with myself. When I'm not able to find solutions, I have an inner talk with myself, and I try to question myself and talk to myself that, this situation that is there, it's not going to stay lifelong with me, or it's not going to be a part of my life. So why do I value it so much? Why do I give so much importance to it? Even in work life, you must also be knowing you are surrounded by people, you're surrounded by colleagues, you're surrounded by so many people, so many events happening. So you cannot always give importance to pressurizing situations, stressing situations, because what's going to happen is you're going to end up feeling more stressed, more pressurized. You're not going to work with your full 100% strength. So I have this inner talk with myself, and I try to calm myself down and tell myself that this situation is not going to last for long. And if it's not going to last for long, why do I give so much importance to it? Why do I value it so much? We know that we have a task to fulfill, we have certain goals to achieve when we are at workplace, and when we accomplish those goals, when we reach those goals, we are going to come out of that pressurizing situation or stressful situation. So therefore, I just calm myself in all these stressful situations through my inner talk.
I'm on mute, I was just listening to you, and so I had to be on mute. Sorry for that. Our dear guest, yes, ma'am. Our dear guest is such a beautiful person with a lovely heart who takes care of her inner self. She has a self-talk, that is called a self-talk or the inner talk, to yourself and to make yourself stronger. And that's how she de-stresses or overcomes stress.
Sorry to add. And also, I feel that, when there are situations where I don't have control over, or I know that I cannot resolve that issue, I just happen to go with the flow. I just happen to accept that and just go with the flow and, let time or the situation change.
Great. Beautiful. That's nice. Go with the flow. That's how we have to live and learn from our special guest today. Dear team, we'll go on with the next question. Zubeda ma'am, how were you as a little kid? Naughty or mischievous? You either say, pick up anyone. Naughty, mischievous, or very obedient?
naughty and mischievous. I wouldn't say I wasn't. I was a very obedient child because I was, the last one of the three siblings. So that automatically, inherently comes in that when you are the last one, you tend to be a little rebellious. You tend to be a little mischievous. You tend to ask questions. You tend to stand your grounds for certain situations. So I was that kid where I was very hyperactive. I was very naughty. And my teachers used to always tell my mom that when I was in my nursery or preschool, that when we are in class she is outside, and when we are outside she is in the class. So I was always never paying attention or concentration. I wasn't very good at studies, but then what really interested me was drama, play, music, dancing, singing. I was known as the Titanic girl in my school. Everyone, whenever we had any special events, people used to call me on stage to sing the Titanic song, because at that time it was like the boom that was going on. So, yeah, I have all those wonderful memories of my childhood.
Beautiful, ma'am. Ma'am, as you mentioned now, Titanic, would you mind singing for us? Is that allowed or not?
I
Could I
think
ask
my
you?
sisters are not what they used to be, to be very honest. Like, as a kid, your voice is more soothing and more, listenable, but I will try.
एक लाइन तो भी हो
I'll
जाए.
give it a try.
जी जी. Like only if it is allowed, you're okay with it, then you could go ahead. Okay, fine.
I feel
We can't hear you, ma'am.
far across the distance and spaces between us. You have come to show you. Go on. Never far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on.
Great, great, great. You do one thing, ma'am. You go off the video. Maybe I can. Then I guess we can get a better. We can get a better audio. We can hear you very well. Yeah. Now you could go ahead, I guess.
Once you won't stop. You in my heart, and my heart will go on.
Yes, yes. Beautiful, beautiful, ma'am. Yes, dear. Please come. And sorry for troubling
you so
you. I'm so sorry for troubling you. But I'd love
Thank
to
you.
hear that because it's my favorite song too. And you've done justice.
Thank you
A
so
lot
much.
of justice to the song. You're a great singer. Yes.
Thank you so much.
That's one part I didn't know about you. Thumbs up to you for that.
Thank you so much.
Who is your inspiration or role model, ma'am?
There are so many inspirational figures in my life, my role models, from various life situations. I am a deeply religious rooted person. So, I would like to start from my religious point of view. Our prophet, who always inspired us with his whole life, and his events that took place. The son-in-law of Prophet Imam Ali, his mannerisms on life and life principles. Daughter of Prophet Muhammad, Fatima bint Muhammad, who led ladies in this beautiful life on how to become strong and powerful women. She was a powerful and strong daughter. She was a powerful and strong wife, mother, and a woman. And then she showed ladies, women, how to act in a particular manner,
Yes.
and then Imam Hussein, like I'm just stating all this because I am deeply rooted towards my religion. And
Yes.
when I am religious, I first would like to follow my the people who inspired in my religion. And then, like, through the history, there are so many people who contributed, and those inspirational people that have done in various fields of life, not just in religion. Then we have Imam Hussein. Then we have sister of Imam Hussein, Sayyida Zainab. And then, of course, my mother, who has been a huge inspiration for me, you know, because of her love, because of her adoration, because of the kind of woman she was, because of the care and support that she provided me, her guidance. Today, I am who I am.
Great.
A huge, huge, huge contribution of my mother is in my life. And, my mother-in-law is again yet another strong, inspirational woman I know, who contributed all her life towards her children, nurturing them, raising them up to be better and independent individuals. My sister, women from history, like um, Mother Teresa, fighters who contributed towards Indian freedom, Rani Lakshmi Bai,
Yes.
J.K. Rowling,
Yes.
Oprah Winfrey. There's so
So
many,
many. Yes.
Mahatma Gandhi,
Yes.
who have different reasons for inspiring me. It's just not one front,
Fun.
but there's so many aspects. Even Kalpana Chawla, like her
Yes.
contribution towards science. So all these are, I feel, when I read their stories, when I listen to their success stories, when I and I feel awed, like
Yes.
how
Dear.
these people were able to achieve so much. Like they just are so inspiring.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
And
Very
I
nice.
also aspire to become like them in future, where one day hopefully people may think and remember that, oh, there was one Zubeda as
Yeah,
well.
I will remember. I will remember. There was one particular individual, and her name was Zubeda Shabbir, and she was one of the best, uh, you know, uh, persons we've met, who has a lot of intellect and ready to share with the world. Always very positive. Always positive energy comes out from you, ma'am. Very nice. Very well said, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yes, dear. Ma'am, how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as someone with a big heart, a person who was a giver, a person who was intellectual, a person who was inspiring. I want to be remembered as someone who always contributed towards better, like, for the people, like, that is also one of my biggest reasons of, joining and taking up this counseling diploma, is because I want to personally first uh, learn how to, get trained how to help myself and then help people around me, so
Yes.
that I can help them to become better individuals in life.
Yes, dear. Very
I
nice.
want to be remembered as someone, as a giver, someone with a big heart.
Great. So, our guest today would love to give back to the world. She would love to support counseling, and she would want everyone to have a healthy mindset. And she would love to be remembered as that person who has given importance to each and every individual and, create a better space for everyone. Ma'am, have you watched movies? And if at all, I
Aside,
just want to
I,
know the name. Yes, dear. You'd like to add something?
yes, please tell me. Yeah, and aside this, I also would want the people to know me as someone who was a fighter, someone who was a conqueror, someone who never gave up on things, but always took up the challenge and accomplished those goals.
Great, great. That's really nice. Ma'am is a challenger. Ma'am undertakes whatever she faces it with resilience, rises back like the phoenix bird, and faces the world. And that is what she would like all of us to do in our lives. Face no matter what you have to face, but do not fall down. Get up again and rise up like a phoenix. Am I right, ma'am? Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Ma'am, what about do you love any movies, or which is your favorite movie? Uska naam bata dijiye bas. Kaun sa movie hai wo?
All these inspiring movies, like I said, things that inspire catches my attention very quickly. I love reading. I love listening to conversations where I am always learning new things, where I'm getting to know about different perspectives of life and how people were able to handle and manage those scenarios in life. So also when I watch movies, I watch them mindfully, and I watch movies which somehow help me to, again, motivate me to perform better. So inspiring movies such as Mary Kom, inspiring movies such as Tare Zameen Pe, Three Idiots. In Hollywood there is Forrest Gump, Pursuit of Happiness, and hello.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sure. So, all these Queen, Dear Zindagi, Black, Gully Boy, again, another inspiring movie. And all these movies, really motivate me to excel in wherever or whatever I'm doing.
Great, ma'am. That's really nice, ma'am. Ma'am, may I know, or may our audience get to know, what is the place you'd love to spend some time, your holiday destination, your favorite holiday destination?
Can I, do I just name one or quite a few?
One, please. What your favorite one? सबसे ज्यादा अच्छा कौन सा लगता है जगह?
I don't know, but I feel there are so many. The world, is large, and
you have to pick up. You have to be a chooser now. You have to pick.
And I want to travel to, but my dream destination is Paris. I want to visit Paris. I want to stand under the Eiffel Tower, and I just don't know why I have that dream of going to Paris at one day and achieving that holiday destination.
Definitely, we wish you all the best. Definitely will have, and you remember me when you reach over there. Remember me and my team.
Definitely.
Yes, definitely. That's really very nice, ma'am. Yes, dear ma'am. One thing you like about yourself. What is that one thing you like about yourself very much?
The thing I like about myself is my my mindset, the way I think, my skills, my like I said, my heart, where I always have a corner for compassion, to have that. I have that empathetic nature of helping or doing good to the people or the society. So yes, all these characters or all these elements make me unique in some ways. Great. This is according to me, actually, what I feel about myself.
Yes, dear. Very nice. Ma'am, do you love sports and games? And if so, which is your most favorite?
I love sports and games. I always, enjoy playing. I always enjoy, participating in sports activities, volleyball, basketball, badminton, throw ball, and recently, past 2 years back, I also in our community women's event, we had this cricket tournament where I participated, and we came up as a runner-up. And in terms of games, I love to participate in different physical or board games. Anything that gives me a thrill, any kind of adventure, I'm always up for it.
Great. Very nice. I'm so happy. By the way, how many runs did you score?
I don't remember the run, but I remember that, we, um, I don't remember the exact runs, but
Okay,
I know that
I'll make it simple for you. Are you good at batting or bowling?
No, I was good at batting. I
Okay,
can say that. Yeah.
great, great.
Though we
Yes,
didn't have a lot of practice because it was just like, a friendly tournament.
yes,
We didn't have a lot of practice, and we just, the announcement was, just 10, 15 days before, and we just had quickly formed the team and started practicing. So even though we didn't have a lot of practice, but then since it was a friendly tournament, we just went ahead and we played.
yes, yes, dear. That's very nice. Ma'am, if you would like to bring a change in the world, what would that change be?
When I think about this and when I question, how the world could be a better place, for me, few things that come up are, eradicating inequality, or, eradicating partiality, and treating each person with respect, treating each other well. That is for me one of the most important part, wherein, the world needs to stop being judgmental, quick stop quickly assuming things, having assumptions in their mind about the other person, and, disrespecting others. And I feel, the first and the most important thing, the change that the world needs to take is, to treat each other respectfully, equally. And, the other thing is to, stop injustice that happens to, so many people, not just women, or not just, uh, from any religious perspective, but just in injustice in general. It could be injustice to a child, it could be injustice to any person in any form.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Very well put in, ma'am. Very nice. I really like that, the way you've put it. Irrespective of gender, culture, just no matter
Yes.
what, we just have to be, giving love, care, respect, and at the same time, we shouldn't hurt anybody, or, see that there is, don't take away their justice. Injustice kabhi nahi karna. Sabke saath, nyay karna.
God has made us all, same. When God has not, made, like we all are born with two eyes, we all
Differentiated,
are born
yes.
with two hands, two legs, two ears, one nose. When God has made us uniquely, same, then why do we, injustice to another person? So I feel, injustice of any kind shouldn't be there.
Right, right. Absolutely. You're absolutely right, ma'am. Dear ma'am, when do you plan to retire? Do you ever plan to retire at any given point of time?
The word retire is not at all in my dictionary. The reason why is because, retiring means to end something and just, have a leisure time. And for me, retirement is not at all in my dictionary. Like, for me, I would want to continue to learn, continue to grow, continue to develop new skills, continue to work till the day I breathe my last.
Great. Beautiful, ma'am. And that's a round of applause for you and hats off to you. In fact, every individual should be like this. Never ever think of retiring and relaxing. Give back to the society. No matter what's your age and irrespective of gender, contribute first to yourself, your family, and to the universe. Yes, team, we'll go on with our next question for ma'am. Ma'am, could you differentiate smart work and hard work for us?
Smart work is something that is done effortlessly or putting in less effort and using less resources and giving out more productivity. Wherein hard work is wherein you are putting a lot of efforts, you're using a lot of resources, and the outcomes or the productivity is less.
Unmute myself.
You are
Wonderful,
unmute.
ma'am. Very nice, very nice.
Thank
Could you name, if you would like to, no force, about your dream project? Would you like it to be a secret or would you like to share it? Do you have a dream project?
I actually have a few dream projects in my pipeline, and it's a secret, but a few of them are planned and few of them are still I'm working on, and channelizing how I would go through it. It's going to be a secret,
Yes,
and to get to know that, then you'll have to follow me on social media through my Facebook or Instagram.
definitely, definitely. Thank you for that, dear. Ma'am, what brings a smile on your face? Because we see you always,
My
no matter
daughter.
what, there's always a virtual smile over there, a ready smile.
My daughter. My
Daughter.
daughter, her charm, her innocence. Number one, that's the number one, the first thing that, you know, puts a smile on my face. Anything innocently that she does,
Yes,
is always so appealing. And other than that, any funny movies or CDs and any funny show, my cousins, my friends, they like, all these things put a smile on me.
great, beautiful, ma'am. Ma'am, you have any weakness? Any weakness?
Yes. Yes,
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
I'm a human and I do have a weakness, and my biggest weakness is, being an emotional fool. I am so emotional at times, and I am so sensitive to certain things or certain people or situations that sometimes, people wrong me, people take disadvantage of me or judge me incorrectly. So, and because I'm too emotional,
Mhm.
I get carried away in my emotions. So I think that is one of my biggest weakness.
Great, great. That's very nice. Ma'am, who is your strength or what is your strength?
I feel my family is my strength. My daughter, my husband, my mind is my strength, because if I have a proper mindset, if I'm, utilizing my mind, then I would be able to give out productive work. So,
Great.
my mind, my family, my determination, the work that I do, and my ability to go out of the way and do things and achieve them are all these my strengths.
Yes, very well said, ma'am. Ma'am, we would like to know which is your favorite proverb or a quote which you always love to follow and you do follow it. Your favorite quote. Yeah, muhavara they say, right? In
So,
Hindi.
when I was very young, I was in my school, and this it's not a quote or it's not a proverb, but it was actually a story said by a renowned, actress of the olden days. And I happened to read her life story. And in that story, she mentioned something, and that stayed on with me throughout my life. And whenever I am in any pressing situation, in any stressful, in any, traumatic situation, I happen to think of that, and, I self heal or calm down. And it says that life is tough, but be tougher in life and beat life in its own game.
Beautiful, wonderful, ma'am. Very nice. Ma'am, a proudest achievement or accomplishment?
My academy study point,
Great, wonderful.
I started this when, the world had fallen over. I lost my job. I, got divorced. I was a single parent. My family left me. I was struggling. I had no parents. Everything was scattered. Everything was upside down.
Yes, dear, go ahead.
Yeah. So, at that point of time, when I, formulated, when I was, again, like I said, I was thinking of how I could, help myself and help my daughter. that's where I decided to not give up, and I formulated my own online academy, and I started running this online tutoring and mentoring, um, coaching classes for all students.
Great. Beautiful, ma'am. Very good. We admire your strength. And in fact, everybody should be strong and face life and never give up. Be creative. Do something which will, enhance your knowledge and benefit the society. Yes, dear. Do you love pets, ma'am? No, I guess.
Yes.
You know?
I love animals. I love pets. You know, I have a very, very, very strong adoration for like rabbits, um, also dogs. But then I think then we have a certain things that we cannot keep dogs at home and all that, and so but then pets like ducks, I love ducks. I had pet ducks, I had pet rabbits. So I love pets, I love animals in general.
Great. Very nice. Very nice, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm going to show you something now. This is a cup. Now, are you going to look at the cup saying that it is half full or half empty? How do you look at it, ma'am?
I would say it's half full.
Great.
The reason being that at least kuch to hai usme hai.
जी, very positive. कुछ तो है, that is nice. कम से कम इतना तो है. उसको और बढ़ देंगे.
Yes.
Fill it with something beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. Yes, ma'am. How many languages could you speak?
I can speak English, Hindi, Urdu, and Gujarati fluently.
Great. Beautiful, ma'am. Very nice. Ma'am, are you a good listener or a speaker or both?
I feel dominantly, I feel I'm a good speaker.
Great. That's right. I too feel that you are a great speaker because, when we were earlier connected and coordinated on another platform, we said, oh, Zubeda is coming. Now, what's the question she's going to ask us? And her English is so proficient. She's so, well conversed in English. So our team would discuss that girl, Zubeda, she's really awesome. So we know that you are a great speaker. Very nice, ma'am. And you also, you've identified it yourself. And of course, others also are in awe when you speak. So keep it up, ma'am. And keep, helping others, training others on how to be a great speaker.
Thank you so much.
Yes, dear. If at all you had a superpower in your hand or the ability to, hold on to a superpower, which would that be? Or what that would be?
Superpower as in you mean can you describe that?
Like say now I have a superpower of changing people's mindset, or I have the superpower of helping the people in the hospital who are sick and bedridden, or maybe if I have the superpower to help little children who are helpless, just like that. अगर है अपने समझो वो बस में कि भाई सब कुछ बदल दे with that superpower. So that's just a thought, imaginative thought. Which one would you like to choose?
I feel my superpower is to be to just help children or help young minds achieve their goals, because I have been associated with early years, because I've been associated with children all my life, and I have taken training, and also when I was young, I used to love spending time with children. I used to love to play with them. So I feel like I get along with children very, very, very well and very easily, and that is my superpower, being with children, helping them transform or change, seeing them grow. I feel that's my superpower.
Yes, dear. Beautiful. Very nice. And very unique also. To spend time with children and to see how they are growing, and to nurture them. That is a superpower. And we wish you all the best.
The best part, and the best part is to observe that a blank slate which has nothing on it. And when you contribute to that blank slate, and there is something beautiful, suddenly those children who knew nothing or had nothing, they turn that blank slate into something beautiful. And when you observe that aspect, you feel so special. Like, being I think, to sum this up, I would say being a teacher is my superpower.
Wow.
Being a teacher, being an educator.
Great, great. Excellent, excellent. Super. Yes, ma'am. What changes would you like to see in the society, in the country, in the world? We'll take the world at large, the universe. What are the changes that you think would be coming up in the next 50 years from this very moment and to the next 50 years? What changes?
Technology, I think, would have a huge change, would undergo a huge change. The mode of communication would have a new change because of technology. you know um, I think technology in general, education, I think would educational, educationally, there would be a huge transformation because there are so many different kinds of fields that are coming up right now. And there's so many different skills that are developing right now. So I think education and technology.
Technology. So the beautiful change that the world will see in the next 15 years will be technology and as well as education, according to our guest. And definitely we support her in this beautiful thought of seeing a beautiful vision for the world, for the universe at large. The importance of technology in a positive way, and as well as beautiful educational system where students are not pressurized, but are, prioritized. Yes, dear ma'am, if at all you had a time machine, and if you got a chance to go into the past, it's only an assumption, okay? If you had a time machine in your hand and then you had a chance to go into the past, whose life would you like to relive? It's not an assumption, it's an imagination. You just have to imagine.
Whose life I would like to relive, or with whom I would like to?
No, whose life you would like to relive? Whose life you would like to relive?
No, I would like to live my life, but I feel I would want to live that life with my mother.
Wow, great, great, great.
I want to relive my life, but I would like to live it with my mother, because my mother has contributed hugely to my life, and for which I am forever, or I will be forever grateful to her, because she had been my pillar of strength and support.
Great, very nice. Thanks for that beautiful answer. You have honored your mother in a very great way. She'll be really very happy with you because you're giving her credit for what she has done. Thank you, ma'am. Very few are there in the world who give the entire credit to their parents, and you're one of them. Ma'am, how do you look at constructive criticism?
Constructive criticism is all fine. See, I believe that criticism, when someone is criticizing you something, they are only criticizing because they want you to improve, because they have our well-being in place in their heart or in their mind. So constructive criticism is all fine, and it is all taken positively. But when there is a negative criticism, or the way the critic is placing those things matter. If the criticism is spoken negatively or in a wrong way, then of course, there is no point of carrying that forward.
Great, ma'am. Very well said, ma'am. Now, ma'am, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself with regarding to forgive others who have hurt you or who have blocked your progress, but still you want to forgive them? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself?
I would say 6.
6. Oh, great. That's nice. Very honest. I like the answer. Ma'am, now we have the rapid fire round, ma'am, where we will be asking you questions and you just have to answer in 1 word or 2 words, not more than that. The rapid fire round. Are you ready?
Okay. I'm a psychology student. I am learning psychology. So you know that psychology, there is no 1 word or 2 words. It's a huge essay.
But as it is called as the rapid fire round, we'll be asking the questions in quick succession, and you have to just give one word or two words.
I'll try my
Anyway,
best.
yeah, you have to. Yes, dear. Yes, I understand. You're a great speaker. So you would like to give us more and more. That's really nice. I appreciate that, ma'am. Yes, dear. You love ice creams or cakes? Or both?
Ice creams.
Good. Strawberry flavor or chocolate flavor?
Strawberry.
Summer season, winter or rainy?
Rainy.
You would like to travel by land, water or air?
Air.
You'd love to spend your time in a city or in a village?
City.
Great. Now, when you help
City.
someone, city, I got the answer. Yes. Thank you for that, ma'am. When you help others or when we help others, now this question is for you. When you help others, do you expect something in return?
What I don't expect is materialistic things, but what I do expect is that realization that this person was there where in my when in times of need, or this person was there when I needed him or her the most. Not in terms of any materialistic things, but just that realization.
Yes, yes. The value. People should know the value of a person, you know, that's nice. Very nice. What's your idea of a beautiful day?
Beautiful day when I'm able to achieve all, when there are tick marks on all the things that I have planned.
Yeah.
For the day.
Nice. Fulfilling your bucket list, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So today I'm going to do this, and I've done everything, and that makes the day beautiful. Very well said.
Yes.
Yes. And somehow I gel with you. Maybe I to do the same thing. I have a list of things to be done that day. And if I finish all of them, only then I feel, yeah.
I feel satisfied.
Yes.
That I was able to contribute towards my day in some way.
Yeah, so give me a high five from there. We both are the same. Hey, cool. That's really nice. That's nice. Yes, dear ma'am. Are you a good cook? Yes or no?
Yes.
Great. Your favorite teacher?
Because I have partly inherited that from my mother.
Great. Hats off to your mom for making you a good cook. That's really a lifelong skill.
Thank you.
Yes, dear. Very nice. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, your favorite teacher's name, sir or teacher?
You know, this teacher of mine, she is my LKG teacher. I am still able to remember her name because of her contribution in my life, and because the way she cared for me, the way she loved me, the way she attended to me. Her name is Miss Lobo, and I still remember her name, and I still remember her face.
Great, beautiful, ma'am. And that reminds me of my LKG teacher. I love her too because she gave us the same attention that you got. And her name is Mrs. Zenda. She's no more, but I love her for all that she has been to me, the way Mrs. Lobo has been to you. Yes, dear. Thank you.
I was suffering from mumps, and I couldn't come to school. I was very young, maybe around 2, 3, 4 years old, and I couldn't come to school for a month. And the next month we had, like a unit test kind of thing, wherein we are going to be promoted to UKG. And since I couldn't study, didn't know, how, and we were very young. So, that teacher sat with me, in her personal time and helped me to attend that test and qualify. So qualify me. I don't know, that memory of hers is still in my mind.
Great. Beautiful, ma'am. Very nice. Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, the next question for you is, are you a morning person or are you a night person? I'm sorry, I'll put it the right way. Are you very active in the morning or afternoon or evening? These are the three options: morning, afternoon, or evening.
I am a night person, but I want to change this into I want to be more of a morning person now.
Great answer. Very nice and very honest. Ma'am, you love salty food or sweet food?
Sweet.
Sweet, same pinch, same to you. Same to you. One more high five ho jaye. Yes, yay, that's nice. Yes, dear. You're an introvert or an extrovert, or you balance both?
I had been an extrovert, but I feel now I am an introvert.
Great, ma'am. Ma'am, if you live in your mind, of course, most of the time we are thinking and formulating plans, either going to the past, present, and future. In these three modes will be the past, present, and future. Where do you find yourself the most? In the past, present, or future? Past. Okay, very fair.
Past and future.
Okay.
But mostly past.
Okay. Ma'am, you like socializing or you like me time?
I love socializing. But it depends on my mood.
Yes, I get that. Are you a thinker and a doer, or only you're a thinker first and then I take a long time to do the things or transform them into actions? How do you go about that?
I'm a thinker first, and also I'm a doer. I would say I'm a thinker and a doer.
Great. 50, balancing it, like you think and then transform them into action or change them into action. That's good. Ma'am, do you love fresh food or would you like to have fried food or something like that? Fresh fruits, salads, or maybe fried food, you could say?
I love fresh fruits, fresh food in general, but also I have a weakness for street food or junk food at times.
Yes, dear, very nice. Do you get up early in the morning? You're very active early in the morning, or they say like this: are you an early bird or a night owl or a night owl?
I'm a night owl. Oh. Because for me, I can stay up all night without even blinking. I can stay fresh till the morning daybreak. So, but then waking up in the morning is a big task for me.
Yes, dear. I get that. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you love home cooked food or you would like to order food from out? Which tastes better according to you?
It's all situational. Either. It depends. Both have their own places. Great. Of course, you cannot eat junk food or outside food every day. Once in a while, to skip home food, we can also order from outside.
Great, ma'am. Beautiful. Ma'am, if you were given a chance to visit a beach with clean water, a serene surrounding, or a forest full of animals and birds, which one would you choose?
Beach.
Okay, great. Yes, ma'am. Now, I'll give you an option now, like this. You have a great book, a beautiful book with lots of information in that. And at the same time, you have good music. What would you choose? Would you choose both or either of them?
Can you repeat your question again?
Now, in front of you, there's a book, lovely book with all good information in that, and as well as there's good music. We'll ask you to choose any one. Suppose I'm giving that.
Music.
Music. Oh, great. That's really nice. Ma'am, could you tell us which are the 3 magical words? Have you heard of them before? Anytime have you heard of 3 magical words? Magic. Yes, dear? The 3 magic words.
Can you
the 3 magical words.
Can you rephrase your question?
Yeah, they are called as the 3 magical words. Yes, yes.
Please, sorry, thank you.
Yeah, clap hands for you. Good, very good, very smart. Brilliant. Please, sorry, and thank you. वो तो है ही है. So apart from that today, our guest, every guest, apart from the 3 magical words, please, sorry, and thank you, we would love our guests, and especially today, our guest, to give us add 3 more magical words to the list. All the three words which you give us should be very positive, and they should create a magical effect on our audience and, of course, on all of us.
Believe, achieve, become.
Achieve and
become.
Okay.
Believe, achieve, become.
Great. So our guest today, dear friends, has given us three magical words: believe in yourself, achieve your goals, and become the person you want to be. Am I right, ma'am? Yes, dear. That's really nice. Today we had a great day, interviewing you, getting to know who is the real Mrs. Zubeda Shabbir. Thank you so much for your time and energy, ma'am. You've spread a lot of positive vibes on our platform. All our participants are very happy to have you here. And of course, our virtual audience, they'll really be happy to know more about your work and how you are conducting your online training and sessions, especially from the Study Point Academy. With all your knowledge, we would like you to inspire us and do visit our platform once again. We would love to interview you once again, share your knowledge and skills on our platform. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being on the internet.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. And thanks for actually inviting me, remembering me, and thinking of me to bring me in on your platform, on your show. So thank you. It's a huge, I feel this is again another feather in my hat. And I feel that, this is one of, again, this is one of my achievements that I was able to come on a talk show and share my experience, my knowledge, and my and motivate others in any way I could.
Yes, very nice, ma'am. Thank you for saying that. It's our pleasure to have you, and we are humbled when you accepted our request. When we put in a request and you said yes, we were on top of the world. Hey, it's going to be Zubeda Shabbir with us. So we were very happy. Thank you very much, ma'am. Signing off with lots of love from the International Fabtalks show. Any last message from your side, ma'am? One last message.
I actually have a last message, but that message is for the children. Since, like I mentioned throughout my interview, that I have a very deep and a close corner for children. And for me, children are the future. They are the future society. They are going to contribute to the world in some way or the other in future. So for me, my small advice for the children, or my words for the children, would be to educate themselves, to study well, to never give education a second priority, to invest their time valuably, wisely in participating in things wherein they are learning new skills, they are learning new languages, or learning something which is going to secure their future, which is going to help them to become better individuals in the future, and to not just be dependent on others or for anything, or anyone. Just stay independent. And life is short, so educate yourself.
Wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. So, dear team, we are signing off today from the International Fabtalks show. Like, educate yourself, educate others, create awareness, and live in peace and harmony. Thank you so much, ma'am, and it's a goodbye to everyone. We see you again in the next International Fabtalks show. Have a wonderful day.
Ma'am,
yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Can you end the recording? My daughter wanted